All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome if you are new. Thank you guys for waiting patiently for the intro to finish up. Apologies for streaming at such a random time on a Friday. I mean, we sometimes we stream on Fridays. It's kind of like, hit or miss, but definitely streaming at an abnormal time. A little bit thrown off today. Got, my schedule got all messed up, and there's this big snowstorm coming, and had to take some time to prepare for that. And that's another reason I decided to stream tonight, because I don't know what to expect with this snowstorm. They're saying possible power outages, possibly for an extended period of time. I chose violence. I mean, yeah, backed into a corner, bro. Got to start swinging a little bit. Don't know if I'll hit, but doesn't mean I'm not going to try swinging, right? New Soul 9 says, MBG, I want to jump in this. I want to jump into this. Tag me in. Tag me in, bro. CJ Reacts, a member for 55 months, says, all right, guys, I loved Fable 3. I was hoping they remastered 1 and 3 before 4's launch. What's up, MBG? How you doing? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit more about Fable, because there's like a weird thing going on. I got to be honest, like I did not actually expect this. I thought, like, bro, Halo is coming to PlayStation. Like, I thought this was over. Like, over. Like, I almost said Arnold. Arnold's coming to PlayStation. Gaming Star says we're going to turn into Arnold's Mr. Freeze, bro. No, like, we had Halo announced for PlayStation, man. You bald guys need to stick together. I'm not opposed to that. We don't need any more bald-on-bald violence. It's coming, though. We know it's happening. I don't want it to be that way. Maybe if some of us could just admit, we could just admit that we're bald. You got to embrace it. Can't hide it. Nice to meet you, bro. Yo, Arnold, Mr. Freeze, kind of underrated. I got to be honest, kind of underrated. I mean, that movie's a train wreck, bro, but I liked Arnold in it. Arnold's good at anything. Saying, let this go. You don't look ready. I mean, I don't know. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, I suppose. Like, what, like, do your worst, Go ahead. Please. Oh, he's a PlayStation. Yeah, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. That's right. I'm a PlayStation fanboy. I've console warred for years. I'm still trying to console war. It's like, all right. All right, yeah, I mean, I've been saying some good things about Xbox these days, but apparently that's only because they're bringing their games to PlayStation. Listen, man, it ain't my fault. Mega baby fanboy. Really? That's it? Bro, that's it? You just spam mega baby fanboy? I was about to read that thinking there was going to be more. Mega baby fanboy. That's not too bad. Mega baby fanboy. It's not serious. Well, no, I mean, I want to have like serious conversations about the games industry at times. I do. And I feel like it's hard to do that. Like, for example, if you guys tuned into my reaction to the Xbox Direct, I think there were some people that were under the impression that because I made it members, that it is, we're gonna fuck Xbox up, bro. Like, we're here to destroy that. It's in reality, it's like the only thing that we were kind of laughing at was that game Kiln or whatever. And that, come on, you gotta admit that shit was funny. That shit was weird, out of pocket, and funny, and just bizarre all around. But generally speaking, man, people were pretty positive, especially when it comes to like Fable. I think Fable really impressed a lot of people. And it's just times like that where it's like, look, man, I know we're like a PlayStation oriented channel here, but we're not really being that way. But people got to keep the the hamster wheel going. They got to keep the cycle going. So, where is Bug Snacks too? Tam with a $5 chat says, the fact that Fable was delayed because of the PlayStation port is beyond disrespectful to the Xbox fans. Is there proof of that? I mean, I've heard rumors about Fable needing a little bit more time for the PS5 version. Like there was talk that they wanted to make sure to have it day one for PS5, and I'm sure the reason for that is because they kind of need it to be. You know, they need this game to sell. It's just the fact. It's the fact of the matter. It goes for all game publishers, all AAA game publishers especially. They need their games to sell. So the idea that they had to kind of like prioritize, you know, what is my political stance on being a fanboy? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. You're getting a little messy up in here. You think Fable still needs more time? Oh, they have some time. It's January. They said autumn. My wonder is if they're going to delay it again. I mean, I want to say no. It's been in development for a long time. He used to be a PlayStation fanboy. Not that Gaming Survivor. That's not true. That's not true. That you're saying, oh no, it's Grifter used to be a PlayStation fanboy. The guy used to debate and say PS4 games are masterpieces. That's not real. There's no way that's real. That's not possible. Gaming Survivor, you're gonna have to show me proof, bro, because I cannot believe that until I see the proof. Josh, you're saying I sent you a super brother. I missed this. You mean like did it come through as a direct donation? Oh, okay, Moonshot, bro. Thank you. Saying welcome back, MBG 2019. We missed you, baby. Brings a damn tear to my eye. Yeah, we're gonna just fuck it, man. We're just getting crazy. Who cares anymore? No, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to go off the deep end for the sake of going off the deep end, but it's just I don't know what's going on out here half the time anymore. I don't. Like I literally walked away from this Xbox Direct thinking like, damn, bro, that was pretty good. I'm like, that was pretty good. I actually Playground Games, they're impressing me. I gotta admit, Playground Games has always impressed me, but the fact that Fable's actually looking good, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, it's like I leave the show and I'm going and I'm seeing the same shit. Like people are bitching at each other, people are complaining, people are having meltdowns, people are this and that. And yet, to be clear, it's not just Xbox fanboys. It's not just Xbox fans. I put Xbox fans are struggling because this is what I've seen mostly, probably because of the nature of my position here. But like, dude, I've seen PlayStation fans. It's like it applies to them too, to a degree where it's like, guys, Halo's coming to PlayStation. Like we don't, walk away from the grave, man. I just feel like it's like we just gotta walk away. Oh man, what is this? Gaming Survivor. No way. Wait, what is this? Gaming Survivor, you gotta tell me what this is, bro. Wow. I'll look into that, man. Gaming Survivor, I will look at because that to me would be I would genuinely be shocked by that. That would be the greatest like plot twist of like, huh? Like it's like a Kojima level plot twist right there. This is a rant stream. I need this now. Well, yeah, I mean, look, man, I'm sure. Show us. I don't know. I don't know that I'm at that stage yet. That I'm just gonna react to shit that I haven't even remotely vetted yet. But we got plenty of time. And to be clear, like I'm not trying to get away from having actual conversations about games because believe it or not, shocker, I know we actually do like talking about games. It's funny because people, they will come at my channel, my community, and even just sometimes PlayStation fans in general, where they're like, oh, you guys don't even play games. You don't even talk about games. Like, all you talk about is Xbox. And it's like, I'm sorry, you told me Xbox makes games, right? Xbox makes games. Yeah, they make games. Okay, then if we're talking about Xbox games, especially ones coming to PlayStation, does that not count as talking about games? Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, well, but you're a fanboy and you, well, now suddenly you like Xbox games. To me, that's the funniest thing. And that's why I'm saying Fable, I'll tell you why I think that some people are struggling with Fable. I'm going to tell you right now why that is. I think some Xbox fanboys are struggling with Fable because they realize like you could have had it, bro. Like Microsoft, they were. I think they're cooking now. Fable was a game that was announced to be in development, I think like 5 or 6 years ago, well before Microsoft made their pivot to going multi-platform and being, everywhere and basically being like, yeah, we kind of don't care if we sell our console anymore. So there was this understanding that, Fable, the reboot from Playground Games, was going to be an exclusive. And yes, Xbox players, regardless of what they tell you today, they were celebrating that and they were looking forward to it. And, outside of that, everybody was just kind of really unsure is like, are these the guys to do it? Is Playground Games the one to make Fable great again? People were unsure and uncertain, and you can't blame them. You know? You can't blame them because it's like, dude, these guys only made racing games. Now, I think years later, 5, 6, maybe even 7 years later, depending on when we first heard about the rumors of this game being in development, we're finally seeing it come together. Like, this is pretty much the final product. They're in the polishing stage. They're going to be releasing it. And I think people are having this kind of like realization that it doesn't look perfect, but it's like, dude, this is looking extremely promising, actually. Like, this is looking like it could be really good. And I think for some people, for some Xbox fanboys, or just honestly, just fans, right? Like just regular fans who bought an Xbox Series X thinking that they were going to be getting these games exclusively. And like that was their, like, I don't know, man. Is there a person out there who literally bought a Series X because of Fable? I don't know. I have to imagine there's at least one person, maybe a handful. But you look at this and you're like, that, you got Forza Horizon 6. You got all these other games that are being sprinkled in between Bethesda and Activision now. And yeah, I do think it's like, man, if Microsoft had kind of held out a little bit longer and if they still cared about selling the console and like being competitive in that space, I think the realization for some people is like, oh man, this like could have been a banger. Like finally, like Microsoft they're doing it, right? They're finally doing the thing. But, they've shifted their business model entirely. And now it's like, yeah, they're going to do the thing, but now they're doing it for everybody. And I'm not complaining. Why would I complain about that? I'm just happy that they're finally like, I'd much rather leave an Xbox Direct being like, damn, those games, yeah, they're looking pretty good. At least half of them, right? I'd much rather leave a Direct saying that, knowing I can play them on my PS5, than leave a Direct saying like, man, that sucked, and these games aren't even on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? We have, let me see here. Starscream saying, I can't believe your tweet was called out like that. Beyond stupid. It's not our fault Xbox is finally making games worth being excited for when they start porting to PS5. So we're excited for them. No, Starbreeze, you're not allowed. You're a goddamn fanboy. What? You're paying attention to Xbox bringing their games to PlayStation? How dare you? Like, do these people not realize? Like, this is the most ironic part to me. Like, do you not realize that the developers at Microsoft themselves, they are excited to announce these games for PlayStation because they know that, if a certain type of game catches fire on PlayStation, and this happens on Steam too, that's why some devs get excited to release their games on Steam. If a game catches fire and it really starts to pick up, it can sell millions of units, tens of millions in some rare cases. That's something, like, let's just be honest, that's something that Xbox developers have not experienced. Hardly ever. So, these people who are like screeching and being like, well, now they're excited for the games now that they're on the PlayStation. It's like, are you, like, I'm sorry, but it's like, are you retarded? You might be. It's like, dude, like, this is the equivalent of Sony coming out and being like, we're bringing God of War, and not just God of War, Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima to Xbox. And it would be like PlayStation players being like, oh, I guess now they want the games, huh? It's like, well, gee, I don't know, let me think. They just said they're going to literally bring their games to their console. They don't have to lift a finger. It's like, how dare you be excited? It's nonsense, dude. It's nonsense. You bought the Series X day one, and you're buying Fable, Forza Horizon 6, and Halo on your PS5 Pro. I want the best console version. Wow, okay. Damn. If we don't like the games, we're fanboys. We like the games, we're fanboys. You can't make this shit up. And that's the thing. Like, I might bring this up on Twitter, yet I had people come to me and be like, well, you wouldn't be acting this way if Sony brought their games to the Xbox. It's like, okay, well, are they? Oh, wait, that's right. They did with Helldivers 2. What did I say about that? Huh, that's weird. What did I say? Oh, wait, that's right. The worst thing I said about Helldivers 2 going to Xbox is I'm not sure it's going to sell. Shocker. Microsoft ain't even fucking sure themselves that their games are going to sell on their own console. But it's crazy if I wonder if Helldivers 2, and you know what? Actually, if you recall, I went out of my way and I said, you know what? Helldivers, that seems like that's a shooter. Xbox is known to have a lot of shooter fans. I think it could sell well. And it seemingly did pretty decent. But, you know, like, well, no, we're not talking about that NBD. We're talking... Sorry. We're talking about, like, the Spider-Mans and the God of Wars, you know, the Last of Us is... And I'm like, bro, if Sony does that, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm serious. Like, what am I going to do? But, like, God damn you, Sony. You took my games and you put them on this dead-ass console. I mean, like, I guess I could if I want to be funny with it, but it's like, dude... Whatever, man. Like, Death Stranding is on Xbox. I'm like, go play that shit. For real. It's like, go play it. It's a good game. I hope you enjoy it. Like, I get it. You know, when it comes to exclusivity, while I am somebody that I can see what I'm able to do as a relatively, not completely, I'm pretty weird, but as a relatively normal person, maybe I'm not normal at all. I don't know. Well, I think I'm a little bit normal. I'm like relatively normal. Normal enough. I can look at something like exclusivity and see that there are pros and there are cons. Regardless of what anybody says. Do the cons outweigh the pros? Maybe. For some people, do the pros outweigh the cons? But you know what? There's people, they want to take these extremist stances and make it seem like that's totally normal. Like, no, exclusivity is just unequivocally, it's never done anything for no one. It's like, bro, you fucking bought a console for an exclusive game. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And I guarantee that game that you're thinking of, you think of that console, you think of that brand, boom, 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 they got you. It's like, well, you know, I grew up and I realized that that's stupid. It's like, sure, man. Well, it just so happens that as that happened, right, all the companies are changing their business model. See how that works? It kind of works. It went in tandem. But here's the thing. I'm still hearing people, like, as Fable is being announced for PlayStation, I'm still seeing people, they're like, well, you know, man, what about Sony? You know, it's always the what about is, what about Sony putting their games to PC? What if they go day and date on PC? You're going to have a meltdown? It's like, first off, no. Second off, every time people say this, every time they approach me, it's like, you guys are going to have a meltdown. It's like, I'm not you guys. I'm MBG. I'm one person speaking on behalf of myself. Like, if you listen to anything I've had to say, and I know a lot of you guys know this, I've always put it out there that, go ahead. Like, I was the motherfucker out here being like, yo, Sony, put Death Stranding 2 day one on PC. Do it. You won't. No balls. And they didn't. Sony's got no balls. They didn't. They fucking didn't, bro. But I was the one saying it. And Steven Leon comes in. He's dropping the 20 membership gifts for you guys. Steven Family Leon. He says, suck on this. Steven, thank you so much, my friend.
Holy shit.
I really do appreciate that. And yo, yeah, if we hit the goal 25, Leia's, I love how I'm like over here yelling, Leia's sleeping peacefully. I'll drop some, if we hit 25, I'll wake her up, see if she wants some treats. But guys, if you got gifted a membership, when you're done here, go check out some of the members exclusive content. We'll have more members content coming up. I'm here to disrupt the rant, LOL. It's all good, man. No, it's not that. It's not really a disrupt. Who the hell knows what I'm saying, bro? You know? It's practically incoherent half the time. Yeah, no, that's about accurate. But, Steven, you know I always appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support you guys show. We're fan funded here. I can only do what I do on the channel because you guys make it possible. We have an amazing community, really great people here. You guys have month over month, year after year, frankly, you've constantly shown that. So it's not a rant. Carl says, I was only joking the other day when I said war. Well, I think we need to make something clear, man. I think people, is it true that people throw the term grifter around way too much? Absolutely. Absolutely. Grifting is basically like small scale swindling. And in the case of how people engage on the internet, it can be very subjective, because if people are enjoying what they're engaged with and they're willingly departing with their money and they're happy with the end result, then, it's hard to argue with that. Sorry, let me, and Ray comes in. Yo, Metal Gear Ray. Metal Gear Ray comes in.
But that was some fancy
He drops
shooting.
another 5.
You're pretty good.
Thank you, Ray. He's like, I got to do it before he updates the member counter. Let me update that for you guys. All right, and so you guys killed it. We already hit 25. If we hit 50, we'll do some reps at the end of the stream, all right? So we'll feed the beast, and we'll get some... hold on. We'll get some reps in if we end up hitting 50, okay? Thank you guys so much for that. And once again, if you are lucky enough to receive a member gift or if you become a member when you're done here, we got plenty of members content. You can go check that out. We'll have more members content coming in the near future. So please look forward to that. Yeah, look, I'm just saying, I know, man, like some people truly are grifting and it's so obvious. It's so painful. It hurts. Like it hurts. It's one of these things where I think people just have to be honest. And I've tried so hard to be as brutally and painfully honest as I can be. Right? I've tried. And there's so many people where they don't like that. Oh, boss, Leia's in your spot. Sorry, boss, Leia's going first, I guess. First come, first serve, and she was there. So, sorry. You have to be patient. Code Veronica is deep in development. Yeah, we've been hearing about that. And Moonshot, a.k.a. Josh, you're saying, truth be told, though, MBG, as nice as Fable was looking, it was looking rough as all fuck. That junk is a 2027 game for sure. As good as it was looking, it's fucking junk. Never change, Moonshot, never change. He says, Sneakers SO showed us the truth. Oh, man, yeah, I forgot about that guy. We haven't heard from him in a while. We got to, dude, he said that the layoffs were happening Q1. We're approaching the end of January. We will see what happens, man. And you say here also in 2022 or 23, Reforge Gaming had your back on one of these Alex rants about you and Alex. Absolutely. He absolutely blew a gasket. I don't know if that video is still up though. Well, I appreciate that. I didn't come across that, but anybody who has my back on this stuff, you guys know I appreciate you. Dude, I am not fucking interested even remotely in this YouTuber bullshit drama, but you get these fucking dumbasses. They come out here and they just want to turn everything into a joke, but also be complete dickheads at the same time. And it's like, whoa, you're giving me mixed signals here. It's like, well, if you just stop being a fucking fanboy, it's like, bro, I'm over here literally saying good things about Xbox and you're still throwing me under the bus. Get the fuck out of here. Like, we know who you are. We know what you're trying to do, But then again, you're talking about somebody who's got to constantly fight off his audience where the dude's bald. I'm over here being like, yo, I'm bald too. I'm bald too. It's fine. Now they're saying he's pregnant. What? You know what though? Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger's Jr. was a documentary, not a piece of entertainment. It's okay. Listen, if Arnold can be pregnant and make it happen, literally punch somebody in the face, say, my body, my choice, more power to you, bro. You got it. You got this. You got this, my friend. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. Yo, boss. No. Boss just said, fuck you. Dude, no. Oh, man, I flew too close to the sun. I think that guy just possessed my cat. He just knocked over the treats, knocked them all over the floor. Boss, you're going to get sick. You can't eat all this. Generic white male says, how dare you look forward to gaming in 2026? Just kidding. Oh, no, it's Banana Man is not worth it. He's a grifting piece of shit. He called me a piece of shit before. You know why he called me a piece of shit? He called me a piece of shit because I got pissed off one day and I tried to fight back. I called him a dildo or something. I say he dresses up like a dildo. And he didn't like that. And you know what? No, you know what else? I talk smack on his community. But you know, it's hard not to. You see these people over here, dude, they're like making fun of everything about me. It's like, yo, fuck you guys. You know? Like, well, I'm supposed to just laugh and be like, oh yeah, it's all fine, it's all great. Like, dude, fuck you guys. And you know, I tried to pull back on it. I pulled back on it because it's like, I'm not trying to go down this road. Oh, yo, we got Josh Edison here. Oh, shit. Hold on. Dude, come on, man. Boss, I can't fucking believe... Sorry, boss derailed the whole stream. They're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. I can't believe this shit. Well, look, man, I'm just trying to be real up in here where it's like, look, I don't care if people want to criticize me because of my takes. I've never cared about that. I only ever cared, to be clear, I've only ever cared if people are going to criticize my takes, but only pick and choose what they want to criticize. And it puts me in this position where it's like, dude, you better go scour your own content and make clips of yourself defending yourself. I'm like, why should I have to do this shit? Just because people want to make money off of my content because they can't fucking actually talk to an audience themselves for more than an hour before they, you know, it's like, oh, we got to, like, come on, dude. Come on. I know who you are. Yeah, I know who you are. He's been recognized. We have seen him. He's been seen. I mean, look, man, the honest to God truth, if you really want to know, I'm not, believe it or not, I know it sounds crazy. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not. Like, I understood that when I decided, hey, I'm gonna get my own in or try to get my own shot in, and I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to do this shit. Like, it feels like, come on, like, I just want to talk games, man. I just want to talk about games. And I again, like, that's why, like, the reason why I decided to make that video today, I mean, I know a lot of you guys know why, but the main reason is because, like, dude, the points he was bringing up are like, these are actually like stupid ass points, man. Like, I know I've had some cringe takes. I know I've had some bad takes. Trust me, people let me know. People let me know all the time. But there's this line of like, you really don't like me because I said something about a corporation or a box or a fucking product that they make that really rubbed you the wrong way, and you're now going to use that as justification to just completely fucking destroy me. Like, what? Like, destroy the art, destroy what I'm saying. And you know what? To be fair, I'll admit this too. There are many opportunities that I've just completely passed up on where I could have. I had things I could have said, retorts, you know, things to kind of defend myself. But the whole reason I chose not to is because I know the type of game that's being played. This is an unwinnable game. This only goes one way. But when it gets to a point where I'm literally doing nothing, I'm minding my own fucking business, just chilling with my own audience, putting out random tweets. Like, you know what's funny about him bringing up that tweet about me? Is like, dude, I know for a fact. Now, if I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, I could. But right underneath that, and I'll show you, I highlighted, when I tell you guys, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Hold on. When I tell you that that some Xbox fans are fucking not responding well, They're not responding well to Fable going to PlayStation. I'll show you what I mean. You're saying he's an MBG fanboy. Oh, no. No. You can't be an MBG fanboy. You're going too deep. Hold on, though. Where? Here we go. Oh, now it's not going to show up. You know, I prepare this shit, and it just never works the way it's supposed to work. There we go. So, like, I put this out before the show happened yesterday. I put this out, you know? And I said the current rumors Fable will be announced as a day one PS5 launch. That's a legitimate rumor that's been circulating for like a year now. You should see some of the fucking replies, dude. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, why are we not acknowledging this? Like, I heard a rumor it's coming to Switch 2 also. See, I can make shit up. Yeah, but the difference is you're completely fucking wrong. And just being a dick. Sacco. Fucking Sacco. Get out of here. He was wrong. He was like dead ass wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will come to Switch 2 at some point. I mean, come on, dude. Let's see. Hold on. What else? So he says, MBG King of Rumor. Okay. I'm the king of rumors, baby. Don't forget it. Let's see what else. Hold on. I don't know why people are upset about this. Console exclusives are the stupidest thing. That's all, folks. See, I think this is funny though too, because it's like, wait, was Halo not enough? Like Halo was it. Halo is it. Where's this one guy's post though? Look at this. Bloody hell. You PlayStation guys want Xbox games so bad. Just get it to the Xbox platform and have the ability to do more with your purchases. PlayStation games coming to the new Xbox as well as Steam titles on all platforms that gives you flexibility. Like, why? Why did you type all that, man? Why? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the problem. I'm just telling you this is the fucking rumor. I don't want to go to Xbox. I got 54 fucking platinum trophies, man. I got a whole collection of physical games. What are you doing? Just say cool. Or don't say anything at all. Like, come on. Come on. Yeah, maybe we'll check that out, Gaming Survivor. Maybe we'll check that out. No, don't say Xbox is dead. They might take it the wrong way. Literally everybody knows what you're saying, what you mean. But be careful. They might take it the wrong way. Port begging. We're port begging after Halo, Gears, and Forza were announced for Xbox, but we're port begging for Fable. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. We're fucking port begging. That's crazy. Dude, you know, I just can't tell what's real anymore. Like, there's no way that's real. See, this guy gets it. Why not at this point? Exactly. Why not? Personally, I want the game to be accessible to everyone who wants to play it. I want to see this game do well. John PW. There you go, bro. There you go. You know what, Sony, you bring Wolverine to Xbox, I'll say the same thing. It's probably not going to happen, but ain't going to stop me from loving and playing Wolverine. Let's see what else we got here. And Forza 6. Why post this when we'll get confirmation today? Now you'll look like a fool if it isn't. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have looked like a fool. But the thing is, I could be right and I still look like a fool to people. What am I going to do? Will I play it, though? At this rate, yeah. My source is that I made it up. Yup, made it up. Who cares about which platform? Look forward to wait for it, the actual game. Bro, we're talking about anticipating a game here. W for Fable. Everyone should be able to enjoy this masterpiece. Oh, this was the guy. Here we go. This guy got 72 replies. I was one of them. He says, Fable on PS5 is a Sony fanboy rumor on a fan fiction level. Clowns, Playground Games belongs to Xbox. Oh, it belongs to Xbox. The franchise has always been exclusive. This is fear. Disguised as a rumor just to pretend that Sony has control over everything. Over everything. God damn, dude. I think this guy was serious. The more shocking part is this guy got 16 upvotes and 11 retweets. I'm more concerned about that. However, yeah. It's just like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I mean. This is why I titled it. Some Xbox fans are having a hard time. This dude was having a hard time. He told me he's going to play it on Game Pass, and I'm like, okay, man. Meanwhile, right next to it says trending in gaming Xbox Series. I'm like, all right, bro. All right. All right, where am I at here? Hold on. We never asked Xbox for these games. That's the beauty of it. You're right. We never actually, I mean, maybe some people did, but like literally in early, 2024? There was like rumors at the end of 2023 where Microsoft was like, we're going to start going multi-platform. And I'm like, did they just say what I think they said? And then I got shit on. They're like, stop port begging, you fucking pony. I'm like, okay. Jeez. Meanwhile, fucking fast forward to February 2024, Phil Spencer's literally out here doing fucking CPR on the brand with being assisted by Matt Booty and Sarah Bond, where it's like, guys, this is for the health of the Xbox brand. And I'm like, I knew it. But then it wasn't even Phil. I don't like, listen, dude, the reality is people want to try to crush Phil. People want to try to crush Phil because of him saying the 4 games thing. To be fair, if you really want to get semantical about it, the way he worded it, it reminds me of Jim Ryan saying we believe in generations. Taken out of context, it sounds like one thing, but if you really observe the entire thing that was said, it's like, okay. He was kind of letting you know. He's letting you know. He's like, I'm not announcing Starfield and Indiana Jones today. Maybe tomorrow. Big Tech, you're saying, I don't care about Xbox games on PS5 or PS6. Most of them look like shit with no passion and goals. God damn. That is unnecessarily savage, but Josh Edit says, hey, BG, I got several clips of you saying you don't like Xbox games. Which games? I'll tell you right fucking now which games. Brent, I'll tell you which games. I'm ready. Musashi, you're saying Fable is stiff, and rough as F combat-wise. And Beast of Reincarnation is also a Temu Nier Automata ripoff without the good animations or combat using Nier music. What's the name of that? What's the name of that studio? Game Freak. Game Freak's out here catching strays. Game Freak's just out here trying to be like, yo, man, we're trying to make a different game. And you're like, yo, that's a ripoff, son. I don't know. I haven't. It looked okay. It looked okay to me. Those two, that game and especially that pot game, whatever the hell that was. No, thank you for that. I gotta admit, man, like Playground Games, they're fucking phenomenal studio. I've always said that. I've always maintained that. MBJ, I thought you were going away from the console wars from your channel. Guess the rent is due. The rent is due. Please donate. But listen, I mean, look, console. Understand my Inferno, bro. I need your help here. Inferno, help me. Help me help you. I'm not trying to console war. I know how it looks. And you're going to see people pin this on me. I'm not trying to console war. I'm not. I've done everything in my power, bro. I have done members content. I have tried to stay off the radar. I have tried to just lay low, keeping it chill on Twitter. Not ruffling any fucking feathers out here. You know why? Because I'm excited for some Xbox games. And let me tell you, Fable, excited for it. Forza Horizon 6, very excited for that. And let me tell you why. Is it because they're coming to PlayStation? No, it's not because they're coming to PlayStation. It's because they look fucking good. May I remind people? See, sometimes I have to do my annual reminder that there are there were Xbox games that I still played. I got every achievement in Forza Horizon 4. Now, I ended up kind of missing out on Forza Horizon 5, unfortunately, but I was there day one for Hellblade 2. I thought Hellblade 2 was going to be phenomenal. I thought that was going to be a special game. I was sorely mistaken with that. That game truly let me down. That could have been a PlayStation exclusive. That game would have let me down. I'll tell you that right now. No joke. All right, lady, come on. I was like, what's up? Please don't eat all those treats. Pgand, you're saying it's hilarious watching people getting upset about games coming to PlayStation. Love this energy, by the way. Well, thank you. Yeah, like that's the thing, man. I'm not trying to even bring attention to it, but it's just, again, I could literally just come out here and tweet. I'll tweet it right now. I'll tweet it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. You ready? You ready for the tweet? You ready? There it is. I put it out. I said Xbox games are coming to PlayStation. I did it live. You watch. Watch. Is that rage bait? I just need to know, is that rage bait? Stating the simplest of facts. Because I'll tell you what, you know what else I could tweet right now? I could say PlayStation games go to PC. Is that rage bait? And if the answer is yes, it shouldn't be, because it's a fact. It's a fact. Be mindful of your blood pressure. I mean, Jack Kinetic's watching out for me. He's like, that blood pressure, though. My blood pressure probably is high. I'll be honest. I don't like getting this worked up. I'm going to have to go on blood pressure meds. See what you got? See what this is doing to me? Drama's part of human nature. Gordon says, I'm looking forward to trying Fable, but I also got Cyberpunk flashbacks worried they will overpromise and underdeliver. Huh. I mean, the thing that really caught me off guard about Fable, because I know people are kind of criticizing combat. I do think the combat, to me, the combat of Fable doesn't look like the meat and potatoes of the game. The vibe that I got from Fable is the meat and potatoes of this game is the depth of just how much you can interact with the world and the people in it. And combat is kind of secondary. I don't think it's tertiary, but it's definitely, I think, more secondary. And what I saw, to be honest, when I saw the combat, I didn't really think anything bad of it. I mean, if I observe it closer, if I go back and check, maybe it does need some work with the animations or something, but I'm not trying to bring that energy to it, because I've seen people bring that energy to PlayStation games so often, it's nauseating. Where, you guys remember Spider-Man 2? It's like, look at the shadows on the buildings and the whole fucking puddle gate. And it's like, give me a break, bro. Please. If that's the shit you're noticing with these games that they're showing off, you need to get a reality check and ask yourself why you're playing video games. For real. And I'm not saying that means you shouldn't criticize these things. I'm just saying that shouldn't be the focal point. These things should kind of come after. For me, the bigger picture that is Fable and what they presented, I'm like, I got the vibe that you guys really put a lot into this. Could it be a train wreck? Of course. Every game, until we really see the final version of it, could end up having these kind of crazy flaws that we didn't anticipate. But again, man, I've always liked Playground games, and I was always fascinated by the notion of them tackling an action RPG of some kind. What was that noise? Because it's just listen, man, they're either going to pull it off or they're going to shit the bed on this one. And oh my God, boss, stop eating the treats. Stop it. Oh no. Not a console warrior channel, but entire chat says otherwise. Toxic AF. Oh, you're saying my chat's toxic? Well, listen, man, I've welcomed in people who pretty much dump on PlayStation. Do they get into fights with people around here? Yeah, because there's a lot of people who like PlayStation around here. It doesn't take, I think, a genius to figure that one out. But There ain't no way the first reply to my tweet is, no, they aren't. I paid Xbox not to port their games to PlayStation. Bro. Musashi says, cabbage brain block-headed boob in banana costume. Oh yeah, wait till I bring out my banana costume. He's leading the way. He's leading the charge. It's actually not going to be a banana. It's going to be it's going to be broccoli. Don't ask me why I chose broccoli. I don't know. Be a good time. Boss, are you okay? You got to go, dude. You can't have any more treats. Neutral zone. I'm sorry, bro. I'll read that in just a second. I must have missed that. Hold on. Okay, yeah, neutral zone. My bad, bro. Well, hold on. I also missed Ray. Ray said, it boils down to who started this shit, MBG. Did not even know who this guy was. Alex started it and acts like he's the victim. That's what gets me about that guy. Like that's what blew my mind when I made that video today. Is like you take like low key shots at me, like, bro, what the fuck? Like what? Like at least like own up. At least fucking own up to it. Just admit you're a fucking dick. And that's fine. Plenty of people are assholes. But admit it. Like admit that you know exactly what you're doing and you love it. You love it. They all love it. Just admit it. Because that's the thing. They try to flip it on me where it's like, admit you're a fanboy. If I'm a fanboy, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Look at my fucking console stack poster. I'm a fanboy. I admit it. I love PlayStation. Oh. I'm so offensive. Cash Jam says the one that should be upset, or you're saying they should be upset with Microsoft, not you. And that's the thing. If they're not upset with Microsoft, then they should be happy with Microsoft or just indifferent. I don't know why they're bringing that shit my way. Please wear a banana costume. Yo, come on. I tried with my my Karen, Timu, Leon shit. I tried. I shaved. You know what? Hey, yo, Josh, you tell him out tomorrow. Put the pressure on. He needs to shave his face. I did it. He won't do it. He won't fucking do it. He doesn't have the balls to do that. He's not going to shave his face. I did it. I did it fucking live in front of everybody. I owned it. Tell that pregnant, bald man to shave his face. Tell him, maybe you could set a goal. That's what I set a goal. That's what I did. Bro told me to fucking write people's names on my head. It's a good idea. It's actually a good idea. Hold on. I missed, Musashi says, Skeletor proves this message. And Neutral Zone, I'm sorry, I still didn't fucking read your message, bro. He says, honest question, you've always said that Xbox doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Now that the games are on PS5, you are praising the Xbox games. To be clear, I'm not praising all of them. Like, I understand. Neutral Zone, I appreciate that you're laying it out. And I'm here to say, yo, I have not, at no point have I said that every game that Xbox is putting out is a good game or a banger or something I'm interested in. Not at all. I could give a fuck less about Avowed, South of Midnight. Even like we're hearing that Starfield might come to PS5 at somewhere. I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, I'm not interested in all these games. But I've always talked about how I love Forza Horizon. I've always talked about how I thought Playground was a great studio. I had a lot of faith in Ninja Theory. I've always talked about how I'm curious to see what they end up doing with Gears in the future, because Gears is a solid franchise, but it's kind of lost its way. They need to kind of bring it back. And Gears E-Day could be that. It could be. Not really interested in Halo. You know, Halo was never really the thing that I was never into it the way other people were. You know, there's just plenty of games that I'm not interested in, but now, you know, games like Fable, I was waiting to see how that looked. It looked better than I expected. I was kind of expecting Fable not to look good. I'm going to be honest. But no, but that's the thing, man. Here's the part that you have to add to this neutral zone. I think, just to be completely fair about it. It's what I said earlier in my video. It's like, if we're going to talk about, oh, now they're interested in PlayStation games, or sorry, that PlayStation players are interested in PlayStation games. Did you know that? Newsflash. You're interested in Xbox games because now they're coming to PlayStation. There's two things that need to be acknowledged here. The first and biggest one is we need to acknowledge that this happened after they purchased multiple publishers, and many of their studios that started production on games back in 2017, 18, 19, 20 are now finally coming to fruition. And if you recall, back in 2018, 19, and 20, that's when Phil Spencer was like, don't worry, we're going to hit our stride. I'm feeling good. We got more studios than ever. We got all this, we got all that, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great, bro. So it kind of, you know, it's not my fault that these two things happen to line up at the same time, because I can tell you this. I didn't play Hellblade 2 on my PlayStation. I played it on my PC. Now, granted, I did use a free, like, Game Pass subscription that they offer me. I'm like, cool, okay, shit, I'll try it out, right? I would have bought it on PS5 if I wasn't disappointed in it. The reality is, listen, I can tell you right now, Microsoft, if you're listening, Phil Spencer, if you're listening, if you make State of Decay 3 Xbox PC only, I'll go out and I'll buy fucking Xbox to play it. That's how excited I am for that game. If you don't and you bring it to PlayStation, I'll buy it on PlayStation. You know? That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. Here's an idea. Instead of asking me to be your messenger boy, maybe unblock Alex on YouTube. Is he blocked on YouTube? He's not blocked on Twitter. If he's blocked on YouTube, there's somebody else on my channel that's blocked. I've been trying to unblock him. I can't figure it out. I'll see if I can unblock him. I'll tell him myself. Oh, no, it's Alex. Shave your face. You won't do it. I got to be careful. Next, he is going to be telling me to fucking wear a banana. I'm not wearing a banana. I'll never do it. But I might wear a broccoli suit. We'll see. I don't know. Broccoli suit's kind of shitty though. Like, that's like a broccoli suit. Come on. I feel like that's weak. I'll think of something. I don't know. Cucumber. I don't know about that. He says, you're here because you are the messenger boy. Send the message. He tried donating to my stream. Oh, he wants to donate to the stream. Are you saying, like, right now? He wants to donate right... if he wants to donate right now, I have to see if I can unblock him. I'll try to unblock him. You can donate right now. Hold on. I got to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, you're saying, this whole stream is going to be content for Alex, so it's too late to walk anything back. That will be used as ammo 100%. Oh, absolutely. Oh, he's in it for the money too. You kidding me? You fucking kidding? Like, dude, listen, this guy, he got over 100,000 subscribers. You think he's not trying to grow his crowd? Dude, this guy's trying to go as far as he can. Come on. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we're all here to get viewership, to grow, and to make a little bit of money along the way. Like, I don't think anybody's hiding that. But it's just like, yeah, I've accepted that this is 100%. It's all going to be ammo. But hey man, it is what it is. It's ammo either. Like, dude, I do nothing. Like, I will have streams where I do literally nothing, and it's ammo. And I'm like, okay, well then fuck. I may as well just be brutally honest and stop trying to fucking pretend that, this isn't shit that's going on. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, that was weird. That was glitched out. And Musashi with a super chat says, oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. I got CISP before Musashi. Says, since Xbox isn't selling, Fable is basically a PlayStation exclusive. You said it. I didn't say it. It's basically a place. No. Come on, bro. You're taking it too far. The Xbox exclusive is the PlayStation exclusive now. Halo's exclusive to PlayStation. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. Musashi, you're saying you better believe you are in a Molyneux timeline shift, Xbox peasants, because you are in one. This timeline's Xbox's downfall was initiated by Milo. Oh, no. Not Milo. Not Milo. Come on, man. Milo? You think Milo was the beginning of the end for Xbox? People would have said it was the Xbox One, but dude, I look back on the Xbox One gen and I'm like, what happened, man? Could have had it all. Tarnisher's like, what happened? Alexander, what's going on, man? The PS5 Pro sold 11 million units. That sounds a bit high. I'm not going to lie. That sounds a bit high, dude. Where's Rich Rod when you need it? Dude, I'm telling you, Rich Rod is never here when he can thrive. Although, I don't know. Rich Rod's an interesting case because he just can't let go of his hatred for Xbox. And, like, I'm over here like, chill, bro. Like, chill. It's fine. But yeah, there's no doubt he would be having a good time right now. And he's never here. He's going to come across this later and be like, what the fuck? I told him to put notifications on. To be fair, though, like, it's, I'm not streaming at my normal time. It's 13% of all. Oh, yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Is that what it equates to? 11 million? No, I think that was for the year, dude. I don't think that was for the entirety of the generation. Because that number you're giving, I think that's for the entirety of the year. So it's definitely less than 11 million. I was going to say 11 million sounds way too high. You're saying the Xbox console would keep on going. Sony fans have been killing it since the OG Xbox. Well, that's the thing. People talk about Magnus, and Magnus is going to be interesting. Magnus, like, there's a lot of people who think that Xbox is looking to shake things up with Magnus. And unfortunately, I think if there was any intention of shaking things up with Magnus, that's not going to work in the same way that I don't think the Steam machine is going to shake anything up, because if you look at what's going on, the price of both of these devices is going to be a lot higher than maybe anybody would reasonably expect. It's not to say that these devices won't offer, like, when we talk about Magnus, it's like I'll be able to play every PlayStation game that Sony puts on PC. I'll have access to Steam. I'll have access to Xbox games, maybe Xbox backwards compatibility. It's like, yes, that's true, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's probably going to be like literally $1,200. And so if you're okay paying with that, that's totally fine. That's enjoy the device. But it's just in terms of evaluating the overall console market, there's people who talk about like the future is PC, and it's like, well, I understand that for a lot of PC players, they've been saying that and telegraphing that for a long time. And I'm not here to say that that's not going to happen. I'm just here to say that for now anyway, like, people are still buying consoles. They're just not buying Xboxes. They're buying PlayStations. They're buying Switches. I think there's still clearly a place and a market for the home console. I think there's just still going to be millions of people, regardless of how superior the PC experience is to a lot of people. There's still going to be millions of people who are just like, yeah, I just prefer the simplistic plug and play console experience. And it's like, well, okay, if the Steam machine and Magnus is supposed to kind of take that place, sure, maybe it could, but people will ask, what is the price? Because if a PS5 is $550 and a Switch 2 is $450, $500, and then you got like the Steam machine at $800, and then the Xbox Magnus at like $1,200, it's, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's just going to be such a massive disparity there that it's going to be clear who these devices are for exactly. You think the PS6 will have 825 gigabytes of internal storage? Have a digital only option to keep costs down? I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. Maybe if Rich Rod was here. 3 million for Christmas is not good. Well, dude, the yeah, the shit was hitting the fan across the board this past holiday, sales wise. And it was like the lowest since 1995. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but there's no denying that definitely has these companies a bit shook. They're definitely a little bit shook. No doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. What they're going to do, we're going to see. We're going to see. All right, let me, hold on here. I've lost track of, wow, I've only been streaming for, why does it feel like I've been streaming for so much longer? Oh, man. Motherfuckers posting 2 capybaras kissing, bro. I'm going to have to shave the stash. I can't shave my stash again, bro. I can't do it. Not again. I'm not going to lie. Listen, I didn't mind streaming my beard that stream. Didn't realize how long, like, you always think, like, it'll be back in a week. Like, no, dude, it's going to take, like, a month and a half to get back to where you were. And I'm like, really? Really? A month and a half? Something grows it a little bit slower than you think. Europe is 100% PlayStation's playground. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the shit's hitting the fan across the board, man. Do you think 1,200's ridiculous for Xbox Magnus? It won't be that much? Dude, I agree. I think that's ridiculous. I think that, like, it's like $1,200. I'm not sure what Xbox players. I mean, maybe like 1 million people, 2 million at most. But I feel like, dude, there is no reality where Xbox is out here offering the equivalent of, what did they say, like a 5090? And they're not going to subsidize the cost? That's like the big thing here, guys, is like Microsoft is like, we're not subsidizing that shit. Even Game Pass isn't going to subsidize. I feel like 1,000 minimum, dude. I don't know what Microsoft's going to. Microsoft is probably, Sony's shitting their pants in their own way because they may have to delay the PS6 for all we know. But I feel like Microsoft might be shitting their pants in the sense that, bro, why is this happening to the PC market when of course, we finally decide to make a PC device, a PC console, and this is what happens to the PC market? That's what the rumor said, man, that they're going for like a 5090. And like people were talking about how the Magnus is going to be way more powerful than the PS6, but I do think the big difference there is like, yeah, I don't think Sony's trying to chase that. Sony still needs the PS6 to be a mass market device. If they can't make the PS6 a mass market device, it's not going to sell. I look like Fred Durst. I can't deny that. Hey, who knows? Hit a goal one day. Maybe I'll go get that red baseball cap backwards. Maybe I'll do some reps to some Limp Bizkit. Yo, Limp Bizkit's pretty good. Limp Bizkit. Lim. I always call him Lim. They're still touring and shit, right? I think they're like pretty big. New metal's great. New metal was always great. They say it's making a comeback. Damn, Ghetto God. Except Fable, though. You gotta give them that. For now. A 5090 is reaching $5,000. You think Magnus won't be 1,200? Stop. Well, hold on. Let me go look into this. Hold on one second. So, how powerful will Xbox Magnus be? Let's see. Based on recent leaks, the next-gen Xbox Magnus is expected to be a high-performance premium console aimed at outpowering the PlayStation 6 by 15 to 30%. It says it's targeting a 2027 release. This quote-unquote bridge generation machine will feature a custom AMD 3nm chip, 68 RDNA 5 compute units, 48 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory, and a dedicated AI neural processing unit for 4K 144 hertz gaming, and is projected to be between $1,000 and $1,500. I could have swore I read something about it being the equivalent of 5090. Hold on. Xbox Magnus 5090. Let's see. I think it was Moore's Law is Dead who said it. Hold on. Here we go. It says GPU specs, graphics card. I don't know. I could have fucking swore we heard that. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on one sec, guys. Guys, can you hear me okay? I'm having some weird shit going on with my audio. Am I still coming through okay? Saying, yes, the Xbox is more powerful right now, but it doesn't make a lot of difference. Well, I don't think that... The thing is, I don't think the power factor is going to make any difference this time around. I don't even think people are concerned about power across the board. I mean, I think PC players are always a little bit concerned about power because a lot of them are always looking to upgrade. But I think at this point in time, bro, it's more along the lines of, like, are we even going to be able to afford these things? And if we can, what will the differences be? Is it going to be worth it? And I feel like the reason why Microsoft wants to go so crazy with the power, you guys are saying the audio's good. All right. I think the reason why Microsoft wants to go so crazy with the power of Magnus is simply because they know that any Xbox player that's still holding on, and still believes, like, not believes, but they're like, I want to get the next device that they put out. I think Microsoft knows, like, we got to make it powerful because the Xbox One X was all about the 6 T-flops of power. The Series X was all about the 12 T-flops of power. And now Magnus has to be, I don't know if they're going to go with T-flops, but it's going to be, like, by far the most powerful. There's nothing that's going to even come close to touching it. Sony can't even hope to touch it with the PS6. I think they're going to do that because they know that there's still going to be, no matter how small it is, a loyal group of Xbox players that are like, I will buy this thing. And I think the reason why Microsoft is so comfortable selling it for such a high price point, or what will likely be a high price point, is because they can turn and say, we are totally okay with you buying a PS5 instead, or even a Switch 2, probably a PS5 because they have more games coming to PS5. But the idea is, like, we will have our games there. And you know what? If you don't want to buy our next box, cool. Stay on your PC. Go game on PC because they're doing everything over there too, right? Like, it's just this idea that Microsoft, I think they just realized after the Activision Blizzard deal, they realized that we are not going to be able to. All right, Josh, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Please make me look like Fred Durst on the thumbnail. I appreciate that. The Magnus will be more powerful than PS6 at a price. Yeah, you're definitely going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. Leo Jimmy, that's savage, bro. That's savage. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, see, I don't really have, like, animosity towards Microsoft really at this point, because I just feel like when they announced, like, yeah, we're bringing Forza, Halo, Gears, and now Fable to PlayStation, and everything we've been hearing about this Magnus console, I'm like, dude, I think that they raised the price of the series consoles by $200 or close to it, or like just some absurd number. Where I think, like, if you want to buy a Series X now, it's like $650. Actually, let me go check. An Xbox Series X right now, it's like $600. For some reason, there's one for $800 at Best Buy. What? Why is Best Buy selling a Series X for $800, dude? Walmart's selling it for $600. Series S is, how much is the Series S right now? Series S, somehow it's still $290. I think that's pre-owned, though. Hold on, that's pre-owned. Wait, can you even buy these new anymore? Why is it? Why did not show anything new? $400 on Xbox.com for the Series S, dude. So, like, when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, Microsoft is totally fine just being a software publisher and trying to keep as many people on Game Pass as they can. I don't think they give a fuck about hardware anymore, man. And I say that in the sense of not that they won't produce it. I say that in the sense that they do not care about sales of their hardware. They do not care. I don't think they can care. It could, like, if they continued to care, they would be in a lot of trouble. They'd be in beyond a lot of trouble. So it just gets to a point where, we were listening to that interview with Phil Spencer not that long ago, and it's like, dude, he just laid it out where he's like, there's nothing we can do, guys. And I remember at that time, it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, you can't just give up? But you kind of see the trajectory at which things went. And it's like, all right, well, as a PlayStation player, I am disheartened to see that the competition is not going to be the same anymore, or in some cases non-existent. That is disheartening. I do miss that. I know, there's the whole console war thing, but I can't deny that when I look back, I'm like, it was always fun to see Xbox and PlayStation beating the shit out of each other to fight for us, to win us over, And I think, like, a lot of people can kind of vouch for that experience throughout the years where you tune into E3, it's like, who's going to win E3? And especially when there's a new console generation, it's like, who are you going to go with? And, I think Microsoft simply, they realized that we could, I mean, I don't know how true this is, but they're like, we could literally start we could sell the Xbox console for like $200. And for some reason, people are still, they're still going to go buy PlayStations. And yeah, it's kind of really hard to argue that, where it's like, yeah, I don't like we just saw yesterday that the PS5 Pro in the last year, 11% of all PS5 sold in the last year were PS5 Pro. And I'm like, okay, what's that mean? The data tells us that that's in line with the PS4 Pro, and the PS4 Pro is considered a relative success. And I'm like, bro, the PS5 Pro is almost double the price of the PS4 Pro. What? Like, even I'm, as somebody who likes the Pro and I enjoy my Pro, and I'm like, this is a great console. Even I'm like, I can't believe it's selling that well. Like, how is it holding its own against the PS4 Pro? This doesn't make any sense, but it is. And I just feel like if you're Microsoft, you look at that and you're like, what the fuck, you know? So apparently, Game Pass is getting ads. What game? Oh, yeah, you're talking about the snowstorm coming. That's why I'm streaming tonight, man. I got to be honest. I'm part of it. I wasn't really planning on streaming tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to on Sunday. I'm hoping I can. If I'm not streaming on Sunday, it means I lost power, and I don't know how long the power outage will be. I'm expected to get, like, dude, no joke, between like 15 and 18 inches of snow, which it's not completely unprecedented, but it's been a very long time since we've got a snowstorm like that. And there's the possibility, it's low where I'm at, but there's a possibility of like freezing rain, and that's what can start severing like power lines and shit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you guys are dealing. I was looking at the weather. I saw this funny ass meme where it was of Jeff Bezos. You know that picture of Jeff Bezos where he's standing there with his arms crossed. He looks a little bit jacked, and he's got his headpiece on, and he's like staring intently. Somebody was like, the masculine urge to monitor the situation with the impending storm. And I'm like, yeah, I normally don't pay attention to stuff like this, but it seems like there's areas of the country in the United States that are going to be getting hit with the storm that I don't know if they ever get storms like this. And there's going to be areas where there's like nothing but freezing ice. And I don't know, man. Apparently they're in like a danger zone. So um anyway, what are we talking about here? 8 inches. 8 inches, huh? 8 inches is where that's what's predicted in your area. Um 8 inches it's a lot. It can be bad. Yeah, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I want to believe I'm prepared, but I'm like 15 to 18 inches of snow. Am I prepared? I got like 3 shovels. I bought like 2 more, you know. I don't think that's going to help me. I don't know. It might. It might. We'll see. Keep your snow over there. You'll probably throw on John Carpenter's The Thing during the storm. Yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah. That's a good one to watch during a winter storm. You're saying the Series X is such a wasted console? Well, I mean, I remember when it was first revealed, I really thought, yeah, man, I thought Xbox was going to kick ass and take names. But I got like a reality check when they were like, we don't have a launch lineup. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean you don't have a launch lineup? That, like, to me, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. I need a snowblower, dude. I thought about, I think like a year ago, investing in one, but I was like, nah, it doesn't snow that much. And when it does, it's usually just a couple inches. And of course, like here we are. It's like, bro, you might get like 18 inches of snow. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm good. I can get a flow going. You know, it could be it could be good. Some manual labor. I think I'm gonna have to like shovel the side of my house though, like the actual like right at the base, because I'm actually afraid of like the snow melting too quickly and it like flooding my basement or something. So I'm gonna have to do that. I can't have that happen. Did you hear that Devil May Cry 6 is in development? I did not hear that. No. Did I put adverts on this stream? Never had adverts come up on my TV before in these streams. I think it should only, as far as I'm aware. Oh shit! I think I did. That was weird. Oh, I didn't know that. Guys, how's that been working? No, I usually have it on manual. I just switched it now. That's probably because I was rushing to set the stream up. Sorry about that. Usually there's only one. If there's any ad that ever plays, it should just be at the beginning when you come in. And that's it. That was weird. MBG, we've never spammed or caused trouble in his chat. It's a shame that he sends some of his fans to do that here. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, look, Gaming Survivor, the truth is, bro, I don't, I know it's unavoidable now, but it's just like, I don't thrive in this, you know? At least I don't feel like I do. I know it's entertaining for a lot of people, but it's just, man, I just, I'm just trying to enjoy gaming at this point. Seriously, like I have this plan for the year where like I'm going to get more platinums than ever before. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm all about peace, bro. I am. Maybe I'm gonna find the most deranged. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna find the most deranged Xbox fanboy. I'm gonna bring him on. We're gonna make peace. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not with a stranger. It's crazy people out there, bro. It's crazy people. Who is this? We came by our own accord. No, I mean the chat's been pretty good. Mostly. I haven't seen anything too crazy, which I appreciate. Thank you guys. I mean, look, man. Look, I like to think at the end of the day, I'm a dude. He's a dude. We're just dudes doing dude things, Like I don't know if he's a family man or not. I'm a family man. I try to keep that mostly separate from the channel, of course. And I know a lot of you guys got families. A lot of his viewers probably have families. And at the end of the day, it's like, look, man, I try not to take anything too seriously. It can be a bit much sometimes. I won't lie. But I just, I would like to think at the end of the day that we can just, yeah, I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. Oh, man. What a great movie. But, I would like to think that, if this is the way the game's got to be played, then so be it. Doesn't have to be all bad. We can have some fun. Right? Yo, when is the snow supposed to start though? Because I just realized, hold on. I'm like, hold on though. Because it's getting like I'm in my basement, like it's getting real cold. I just got like this gust of wind. I guess, or I just felt it, and I'm like, uh-oh, hold on. Oh, really? Okay, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, I got time. All right, I guess it's just the cold front coming in. We got time. We got Raven. You're saying Microsoft did all they could to sell the Xbox Series, especially remember when they were bundled with Verizon. I actually forgot about that. And those type of deals, it did nothing. LOL. And Hunter Eats Hunter says, "Do you think 6 to 8 months, or sorry, do you think 6 to 8 months will be the standard for PC ports now? You think Sony keeps the 12 to 18 month standard?" To be honest, I think Sony's just going to stay the course for now. In that they will, I think they will obviously continue to bring their games to PC. I don't see any sign that they're just going to stop that, but I think they're going to choose to do it in a manner that's like, well, for the, so like let's take something like Soros. Soros, I could see after like a year, where it's like, all right, I think we got all we could get from PS5 within that year because Soros is it's gonna be a more niche title. Something like Wolverine, I think they're like, give it at least two. The reason why I say that is because they tried to rush it with Spider-Man 2 and it didn't really do anything. So I think they probably have this position of let's just try to squeeze as much as we can out of the initial console release, whether that be, yo, Rich Rod's here. He's like, what's going on? Why are you live this late? Rich Rod's got a question. Rich Rod's like, what is going on? He's just talking normal. He's so caught off guard. He's just talking normal. I'm worried. I'm worried about Rich Rod. They will only go to PC if they think it's worth it to them. Well, here's another thing though, too, right? Like Sony's already established that they want to go day and date, at least on PC. But even when we take a look at Marathon, Xbox too, it's like live service games. I remember, dude, back in 2022 when we were speculating what Sony's live service push was going to look like. If you guys remember, I said like it was like my hot take. I'm like every live service game is going to be on everything, including Xbox. That was my hot take at that time. And people were like, okay, MBG, sure. And granted, I was kind of wrong on that, where clearly not everything's going to be on Xbox. But I'm saying like Sony, I think, has this idea in their mind where they can kind of get the best of all worlds if they play their cards right, where we can have our live service games go day and date on everything. Nobody's going to be upset about that. It's not going to negatively impact our console sales. With our single player games, we'll keep it as tame as we can in terms of like just focus on the console release, push it for a year. If it's a bigger game, maybe 2 years. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima took 4 years, and that's one of the best selling games on PC for them. Meanwhile, you got Spider-Man 2, one of the biggest selling games on PS5, did almost nothing. It did very little on PC, and that came a year after. So I think Sony's been trying to identify a pattern, something that they can kind of reliably say, okay, this is how it will be going forward, but I don't think they have. I think the only thing they can continue to do is just play it by ear. Just as they're going along, just deciding, look, when the sales dry up on the console, or when it seems like it's getting close to drying up, that's at that time we'll start working on the port. Or they could always just work on the port and hang onto it for a little bit. They feel like we could get a couple more months, and then we'll announce it. But I have noticed that they haven't really announced too much for PC lately. Oh, Rich, yeah, sorry, you dropped the direct. My bad, bro. Rich Rod with a $2 chat says, I saw the reply. I am disgusted by your actions, MB Gangsta. Whoa, Rich. He's disgusted by my actions. Don't you ever gush again about a disgusting Xbox show. Rich, we talked about this. Fable don't look I'm sorry, Rich Rod. I'm sorry. I'm fucking ruining this guy's chat. He says Fable does look but still, I don't even know what to say. Fable don't look I mean, yo, I gotta say what's going on? Did we slip into a new timeline today? We got Rich Rod with a direct donation saying, Fable, it's okay. Maybe Fable's okay. Like, bro, what? Rich, what's going on, man? Rich hit his head. You okay, Rich? The snowstorm didn't even come yet. He slipped and hit his head. Rich, go to the hospital, man. Yo, Gaming Survivor. We'll see. Chill. We'll see what happens. Dude, Gaming Survivor he's like straight up in the chopper in Predator, locking and loading. What's the one guy? The guy who tries sharing the what is it? Chewing tobacco. I forget his name. He's ready to go, man. I ain't got time to bleed. You're saying I wouldn't laugh at all at Xbox. Live service games are going to kill PlayStation. They take resources from single player games. It's a reality check. PlayStation has never been about online. That was Xbox. He's laying the traps. Yo, if I don't know, we got to get an AI. I know it's like the AI slop is taking over, but we got to make like an AI of this where each one of us are like characters from Predator. Oh man, that would be amazing. Soon. Did you guys see that video of AI, by the way? Like, did you see the one? Thank you, Tarnish. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. Did you guys see with the AI video with Will Smith where they were showing like, here's a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti in 2023. Here's a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti in 2026, and it's just like, that's 3 years. That's 3 guys. Very soon. Very soon. Very soon. Oh, really quick though. Also, speaking of which, did you guys see? This is even more disturbing. The people who they're like creating AI avatars, and there's like this Indian man posing as like an e-girl, and it looks utterly convincing. Like you would never ever know. You would never know. And there's people like doing it for like celebrities and stuff, and I'm like, in case you guys are wondering why, I'm just saying, fuck it. This is what we're on the verge of, okay? This is real. This is happening. Skynet is coming. The day is going to come, though, where there's going to be an AI version of Arnold sitting here. As long as I don't know if that would break the rules or not. Maybe I'd get sued. Would I be able to modulate his voice? That'd be taking it too far. Actually, I don't think you're allowed to do that. But it's going to be Arnold sitting here. And I'm going to be moderating. It's going to be fully AI. I don't even have to say anything. It's going to be fully AI. I'm going to be moderating my own stream. I'm going to be producing and moderating my own stream. My God. Is that going to be a thing? I think it might be. Rich, give me one moment. MacTube, you're saying, how many Game Pass subs do you think are active right now after there were so many cancellations? It broke the website. They're too scared, but I think about 50 million. Well, where were they at, MacTube? Where were they at prior? I mean, they probably lost a good like 3 to 5 million people. Or maybe, I don't know. Would it be that much? Why were the past 3 streams members only? I was just experimenting a little bit. I was considering maybe taking the channel in a different direction, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to be honest. I just wanted to see what it would be like, and I saw that some people were getting, some of my viewers, I felt bad because a lot of my viewers who don't really engage because they're just kind of lurking and watching and enjoying, they were getting upset, understandably, and I'm like, we could still do, like, we'll still do members content, but I'm not going to make like every stream members only. That's just not fair. It's not fair to do that. My whole thing is I just want to make sure to have some good members content for my channel members. I want to try to do that. I feel like it's the least I can do. There's people who pay for their memberships. There's people who gift memberships, a lot of memberships. And I just want to make sure that they feel like they're getting their money's worth, that they're getting some value out of it. But yeah, I got to make sure to keep in mind that there's a lot of people who they can't be members, or they're trying to become a member through a gift and they just are unlucky in not receiving them. So, well, Rich Rod, we'll still do it. Like, it'll just be more split up. That's all. It'll just be more split up. But I wanted to just test a few back to back just to get an idea, get a feel for it, see what it was like. Wasn't too bad though. I mean, honestly, like, we still did the public streams, but yeah, I'm not gonna um I like how you went full hair off earlier. Yeah, hair off, bro. Wait till you see my chest hair. Oh, you guys are not ready for that. I got to get in better shape, though. Not taking my shirt off till I get in better shape. But if that day does come, you guys are not ready for what's going on here. All right? Just saying. Just saying. MBG, no, that's a good decision from a loyal viewer. Yeah, I was telling people at the time it was just an experiment, but again, for my members, we will still have members content. I promise. Okay, like, you don't have to worry about that. I just got to find a better balance. It's tough. It's tough, man. Rich Rod says, "Wait, we got beef with the oh no, it's Alex guy. I will destroy that." Whoa, whoa, Rich, Rich, Rich. I can't fucking read that, man. Chill. I got my beef with the guy too, but god damn, bro. You don't want to become the villain here. Rich. What is it with dude, what is it with Rich? He just can't help himself. I cannot read that, bro. Chill, Rich, chill, bro. My god. Maybe I'll save it. I'll only read it if things have to escalate. I'm just gonna start acting, dude. I'm just gonna start doing weird shit on my streams. No, Rich, come on, bro. I can't read that. That may straight up be. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. Listen, Rich. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna read it because I would hope that, like, I would be a little bit upset if somebody wrote a chat like that about me. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That's rough. I think I know you're kidding though. I know you're kidding. It's chill. Start the weird shit by reading it. Yeah, let's get weird with it. I feel like fucking like Michael Keaton. Want to get crazy? Not Rich Rod crazy. Not Rich Rod crazy. Rich. Oh my god. Is it a donation thing? Yeah. Listen, if I end up having to ban certain words from my direct donation, you know whose fault it is. This man is unhinged. God forbid if Rich ever makes a YouTube channel one day, bro. Rich becomes a streamer. He makes my turn, bitches. I'm out. Yo, Rich Rod makes a channel. I'm out, bro. He's ready for the smoke. The correct quote is, oh, yeah. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. You want to get my nuts? Yeah, dude. Well, oh no. The grifter grandpa? That's okay. Okay. The grifter grandpa. Dude, that's a crazy way to Like, el- we have to respect our. I'm going to be old one day, hopefully. I'm going to be the elder PlayStation fanboy. My whole beard's going to be gray. By that time, maybe I will grow my hair out. I'll be back here, gray, long. You know, who would I look like at that point? I remember the great console war of 2020. It was crazy times. He's got that 1,000-yard stare again, bro. Watch out. Grandpa, can you tell us the story of Bug Snacks again? Oh, man. What is time, though, dude? Really, what is time? I don't understand. I don't understand what time is. All right. Where are we at here? We've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. Guys, if you want to support the channel, consider doing so. I think we'll be live for maybe like another 20 minutes. I think I may have caught a small cold. My throat's kind of sore. Feeling a little bit tired. Those slip discs are no joke. Oh my God. I remember one time I was in the gym. I was young. I was in my prime. And I went to go do a deadlift and I fucked up and a disc exploded in my back. And oh man, let me tell you, it was really hard to walk out. I like couldn't walk out of that gym. I had to, but my friend basically had to like carry me out of the gym. I'm like, I gotta go, guys. Yeah. Let me tell you, you rupture a disc. Whatever you were doing to cause the rupture, you'll never forget it. You'll be afraid to do that thing again. I promise you. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, man. All right, hold on. Junior. Dude, I watched Junior the other night. Not purposely. I went in the living room and me and the wife were like, all right, let's find something to watch. And I shit you not, these smart TVs, you turn them on and they just have something recommended for you. And it was a blank background and it just said Junior. And I'm like, is that what I think it is? Is it? Like, there's no way. It has to be referring to something else. I clicked on it, and to my shock and amazement, it was Junior. And me and Mrs. MBG just decided to watch it all the way through. We were like halfway through the movie, and it was so funny because I don't think she's ever seen it before. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is Arnold pregnant? I'm like, dude, you know what? That movie is cursed, man. That's a cursed ass movie. Like, I watched it many years ago and I didn't think much of it. Watching it now at 32, I'm like, what's going on with this movie? And at one point in the movie, Arnold is pregnant and dressed as a woman. And he's like talking like a woman. And I'm like, okay. But you know what? I'm glad it exists. Yeah, I've heard them before, Mr. Veggie. Yeah, I like that song Madhouse. That's a good one. Now leave that to me, Gaming Survivor. I'll be the one posting the console war tweets on Christmas. That's my job. My son ever gets an Xbox for Christmas, taking a hammer to it. It's going to have to learn a hard lesson that day. Somebody asked me earlier if I have an Xbox. I actually still have an Xbox One X. The last time I tried to boot it up was like early last year or late 2024 because I found a Rock Band guitar. I think I told this story already, but just in case you missed it, I found a Rock Band guitar. All my Rock Band stuff for Rock Band 4 is on Xbox One. I have like hundreds of songs, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, let me boot this thing up. I don't know what the hell was wrong with it. It took forever, but I got it up and running. Went to go play the songs, and the guitar was broken, and I'm like, are you shitting me? I bent over backwards to make this happen. So I still have all this stuff. for Rock Band 4. I still have all the songs, but if I ever do buy an Xbox again, I don't know. Would I be able to access that on the PC on the Xbox app? I don't think so, right? If I ever do buy an Xbox again, it's probably going to be for that. I mean, I literally have like hundreds of songs. I've spent so much money on Rock Band 4. I hope they make another Rock Band. I love that game. Rock Band's amazing. I miss it. MBG, I'm convinced there's a microphone somewhere in our electronic devices that picks up anything we say and advertises it to us. Indeed. MacTube, indeed. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. They definitely, that's a thing. Yeah. I got to worry about what I'm going to be when I'm old. What I'm going to be like. I saw that. They just sell the guitars now and they sell the drums, or they're going to sell the drums. I'm like, okay, you're really tempting me. Isn't there like a game or a program on PC that you can input any song you want and it'll like rock bandify it? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because I would love to do that. I would love to do that, man. I saw that there's this company, they're gonna make a drum kit, like the Rock Band drum kit. And that mic is called your phone, exactly. And I heard about that and I'm like, oh, this is sick, dude. What do you mean by that, Neo Wolves? You never know. Every man has their breaking point. Maybe I'm just fucking crazy after all. Oh, here we go. Dwayne. Yeah, I was curious. You're saying MBG, my thoughts on Silent Hill. He's talking about the movie, by the way. The movie that got a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, I'm not sure what to think. Uh-oh. They made too many changes and unnecessary complications or reductions to a pretty straightforward, cohesive, and meticulously crafted story. I can't say it's bad, but so many things are omitted, merged, or changed. Feels more like Silent Hill, the greatest hits. Oh, no. Than Silent Hill 2, the adaptation. Fuck. Yeah, I was worried about this Silent Hill movie. Well, I appreciate your review, Dwayne. I trust you. You watch a lot of movies. You go to the movies all the time, so I trust what you're saying. Do I think Duskbloods will overcome the PS5? I think it could. Yeah. Platinum Achievement says, "Glad to see you grew balls. Don't pussy out this time." I won't. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know, I'm gonna delete everything. I'm done. I'm gonna delete it all again, man. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna pussy out, bro, because I've just reached a point where like I said, damned if you do, damned if you don't. May as well have some fun with it. Why not? May as well have some fun with it. Like, there was a couple of times I was recording that video, dude. I had to I was like fucking laughing my ass off during the recording, and I was like, I don't know if I want to keep that in here or not. I don't know if that's gonna like completely change the tone of it, but it was like yeah, I was good times, bro. Xbox had way more aura than Steam Machine. I actually agree with that. Xbox always had an aura. It did. It did. I think with the original, like, I wasn't really around for the original Xbox because I was just transitioning from the PS1 to PS2. But looking back on it, even like the original Xbox, I feel like they had they had the passion. Like the people who were in charge of making the Xbox division, they had a passion. And I don't want to say that they've completely lost it, but I do feel like corporate Microsoft today, now that they're in complete control of Xbox, I feel like the passion and people feel that way about PlayStation too, though. Like people feel like PlayStation has lost some of its flair, some of its pure flavor, I guess you could say. And I try to understand that. I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it, but fuck, I can't deny I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah. Well, Well, listen, man. Maybe it ain't so bad being a fanboy. Maybe it has its perks. I don't know about that. It depends on what your definition of fanboy is. Like, look, man, if PlayStation wants to follow in Xbox's footsteps, it's not like I'm gonna abandon PlayStation. Be like, it's over, it's done. There's no point. I'll question why they're doing it. Like, just want to know why. Just like with Xbox, why? What's going on? But it's just there's some things that I think are just too. They're too laid out in front of us, and they're too obvious. Where it's like, damn, Sony, why the fuck did you make a PS5 Pro? It's the most pointless console in the world. Meanwhile, it's like, yeah, it accounts for 11% of all the sales in 2025. That's the same amount as the PS4 Pro. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why you made it. Fuck you. No, dude, I'm still waiting for this PSSR 2.0 update. Yeah, when you're that old, you're going to have to put your feet in, in a hot pot of water, bro. I got to get my gaming in. My feet are killing me. I laugh, but I'm laughing. I'm about to fuck around and find out tomorrow and Sunday with the snow. Me having to go out there shovel that shit. I'm making fun of what I'm about to have to experience. Yo, Clark just found the treats. Clark, go ahead, Clark. You're really skinny, bro. Eat all that shit up. Eat it so boss doesn't. I got another direct donation from Rich Rod. I'm not sure if I'll be able to read it. Okay. Okay. Rich Rod says, I just saw the title of your video. I apologize. We got Rich Rod apologizing? Okay, this is how I know. Guys, am I in a coma? Like, is that what happened? Did I fall asleep last night and I never woke up? Is this even real? Wait. Where's my goose? Where's my goose? Clark. Where's my Yo, I don't think did I die? No, all right, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm okay. I'm okay. I haven't slept for 48 hours. I'm okay. You go long enough without sleeping, you start to question some things. I lost my goose. Sorry, Rich Rod also says, I will give you a pass for the Xbox love. Didn't watch yet, but gangsta. Let's destroy. I don't know, man. I just want I want peace. I want peace on these streets. I want peace. I want unification between the Xbox, the ponies, the PC. What are we called, PC guys? I always forget. The Nintendo drones. Maybe not the Nintendo drones. Maybe not them. I'm sorry, guys, but like, come on, what the fuck's going on over there? What are you doing? What are you doing? MBG, you really have a sore throat. I really hate it. What do you mean? Can you tell? Do I sound different? Yeah, it's starting to hurt, dude. I'm worried. I'm getting sick. I'm hoping I'm not sick, and it's just I don't know the cold air or something. That's a fire clip. I'm gonna print it out and frame it. Ray, that's gonna be Ray's favorite clip. Is this real? Am I in a coma? Let me drink my bubbly. All right, where are we at time wise, guys? All right, we have 7 minutes, so we're gonna wrap it up in 7 minutes, guys. It's getting late here, and I'm pretty tired. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I wasn't necessarily planning on streaming tonight, but I wanted to make sure to get just in case I can't stream over the weekend. I'm hoping I can. My plan is to be back on Sunday. Hell, maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I can do something tomorrow because I just read not that long ago it's not going to start snowing until like 7. So I don't know. We'll just see how the day goes. Okay. But if you want to drop any more support before we wrap up, we hit 25 members. Thank you guys for that. We got some super chats and direct donations, but last call, if you want to throw anything extra in here, feel free to do so. A boxing match. I don't know. YouTuber boxing match. I don't know, man. I'm not like a violent. I don't know. I don't like violence, dude. Like I've. It's been so. I've had very, very few instances in my life where I've had to like where I've been in any type of violent confrontation, and the circumstances for those instances were, they were not good. I was provoked to a point where it's like I have no choice. And I hate it, dude. Like I feel like I've always felt like shit. I've always felt like shit, bro, where I'm like, it doesn't gotta be that way, you know? But Rich, we're ready, bro. We're ready. All right, hold on 1 second, Ghetto God. And MacTube says, MBG, you're the most rational, respectful PlayStation centric channel on YouTube. There should be no one criticizing your turn on way more toxic. I appreciate that, MacTube. Let me go check. Hold on. Bro, what in the fuck is that? Ghetto God's gonna be the bane of my existence, isn't he? Hold on. Oh, there's a few funny things here. What is this? Rumor MBG Rumor King, bro. Dude, I'm gonna use that and reply to people. Check it out. I guess I gotta get some kind of background music now, huh? Here we go. Rumor King, baby. Boom. Anytime somebody's got some shit to say, when MBG covers a rumor, here you go. Can't argue with it. It gets worse. Ghetto God, explain yourself. Ghetto God, I can't find the picture. For some reason, it didn't save the picture. Hold on. Why didn't it let me save the picture? Son of a bitch. All right, let me. It says it's there. Why I look so fucking weird in this picture? Why do I look like that? Rich Rod, what are you talking about? What? Hey, that's okay. That's okay. He's allowed to be that way. He's allowed to be that way. Oh, what the fuck? Ah! Whoa! Hey! There you go. Don't fuck with me, bro. What you know? What you know about MB gangsters, huh? Jesus. My new profile picture. Incredible. I love the red jumpsuit, dude. We are frozen. If I ever bring an AI version of myself up, this is the version I'm going to bring. We got to name him. What's his name? What's his name? No, Ghetto God did this. John B. Wait, who? Looking like a true Italian gangster. It's weird how like it's accurate but not at the same time. It's very unsettling. Got Tyrone in there. We're we're gonna be fucking shit up. MBD for Durst. Oh my god, bro. MB Durst. Yeah, okay. MB Durst. Just call him Durst. Or just Fred. One or the other. You have a chain like that? Yo, Space Gambler, is this you? AI needs to be banned. Yeah, there's an alternate reality where I actually look like this for real. Could be my brother. Oh man. All right. Um we'll put that away for right now. Put it on a mug. I've officially summoned MB Gangsta. Yo, the next time I fucking go on a rant, I'm just gonna bring this picture up. Too much hair? Well, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Not right now. Not right now. Not yet. I can see hair. Not in the front though. Not in that gap in the front. There ain't nothing there. All right. Next time I go on a rant, we'll bring out Durst. That's crazy, man. We need different versions for different occasions. You know, though, that's a good idea, actually. Durst will be when I get, serious Italiano. I got a rant here. I'm ranting here. I don't know. You do a bald version. Somebody do that. I'm sure Ghetto God will figure it out. He'll figure it out. All right. Where are we at? I think we hit the all right, guys. So we officially hit the 2-hour mark. I think this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. Just a spontaneous stream. I put out a video earlier. You can go watch it if you want. Share it around if you want. Spread the good word if you want. All right. I'm just looking this over, make sure I didn't miss anything because I missed a couple earlier. I'm just double checking before we wrap up. All right. Yeah, I think I got everything. I don't think we missed anything. Mafia, the old country style. Yeah, I got it, dude. I'm slacking on that game. I'm trying to work on the platinum, and I got to get some gaming in, bro. I do. Have this as my thumbnails for the stream. Yeah, dude. So everybody knows what they're walking into. All right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for tuning in. When we're just doing a random spontaneous stream, I feel bad that there's probably still some people who they haven't checked the channel and they don't even know that we're live. But again, just wanted to put this out here in case the power's out on Sunday. If it's not, we'll be back here on Sunday. If for some reason, I am definitely not anticipating this, but I do not know what to expect. If for some reason I'm still not back by like Monday or Tuesday, that means the shit really hit the fan. And I got like we're going multiple days without power. Again, that's never happened. I'm not anticipating that. I'm praying that doesn't happen, but I'll keep you guys like updated on Discord or something. And yeah, join our Discord. It's linked in the description. You can check that out. Dude, Gaming Star, sometimes I read it like you're just talking to yourself, bro. Like, just gotta look after our elders sometimes, man, Gaming Star, you could be totally nuts for all I know, which is great. There's definitely some people on this channel that are totally nuts. They're totally cracked. But I'm here for it. You guys got my back. Us insane people gotta look out for one another, More diss videos. I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't know what to say on that front. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I cannot deny that people are watching it. But I'm just going to have to be mindful of, you know, we'll just see where it goes, man. You know, I don't know. Where's my goose, bro? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll fucking get it. I'll just get a pic. Somebody turn me into a goose. Ghetto God, I want Goose BG. Maybe put me in a broccoli suit. Can you do that with AI? I need to get an idea of what that's going to look like because that might not work. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night or evening. If you're in an area where you're going to be getting this big snowstorm or ice storm that's coming in, be careful. Stay safe. You still have some time to prepare. I'm not trying to scare anybody. There's a lot of fear mongering going on, but if you happen to be in an area where it's going to be real serious, prepare, you know? Oh, hold on. Ghetto God says, go look on the Discord real quick. Uh-oh. He's on that fast. Bro, okay. Oh, my God. Yo, when I said, what the fuck is that? When I said make a picture of it, I didn't think you were going to have it cooked up in 3 seconds, man. All right, here you go. We'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this. His Ghetto God's latest masterpiece. This is going to be a mistake. This is going to be a fucking mistake. People are actually going to ask me to do this. Hold on, I got to get the full picture. Hold on. You guys are going to be asking me to do this. Why? I can't ask why. I asked for it. I literally told you to do this. I'm regretting that decision. Like, bro, the craziest thing is it looks like the broccoli, the top of the broccoli makes it seem like I have hair. You know what the best part is how it turned my hoodie into broccoli. I just noticed that. You see like the hoodie pull strings hanging down. Oh no. Fuck, what did I do? Broccoli man, no. No. The arch nemesis, Broccoli Man. This can't be real. What did I do? I made a mistake. Cue Johnny Cash, I hurt myself today. Oh. Oh no. Well, I should make this the fucking thumbnail. I should make this the thumbnail. The only thing is I'm afraid people are going to get upset that they're like, yo, you put yourself in a broccoli suit in the thumbnail. Why aren't you in a broccoli suit? Novinzer says, I walked away for 5 minutes. Space Gambler's like, I'm out, bro. I can't take anymore. All right, guys. There it is. The link for the Discord doesn't work. Oh, wait. Has that been broken this whole time? Banana versus broccoli coming soon. Nothing hurts banana more than broccoli. Oh, man. It's going to be like a fucking kaiju battle. We're going to be in Kojima's next game. He's going to be so inspired. Guys, Ray, is Ray still here? Can somebody drop the Discord? I'll drop the Discord link. I got it. Yeah, if you want to join, I'm really slow with, I'm very stupid with Discord. I'm sorry. I'm still learning. I still don't know what I'm doing. Invite to server. Okay. All right. By the time I go back to my chat, somebody probably already put it, didn't they? Here we go. Drop it in the chat. Join the Discord if you want to hang out. I've been popping in there a little bit. Tarnish says they got a gifted membership yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for all the gifted memberships recently. I still have the fucking broccoli up. Okay. Guys, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. Thank you for all of your support. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday. Broccoli Man out.
Ah!